Guys, welcome back to another victory edition of the Booth 2K. Touchdown 22-10. Dallas beats the Super Bowl champs, defending Super Bowl champs. And how did they do it? I'll tell you, defense. Defense, defense. Is it one word? Is it 10 words? I'm going to say it over and over. Defense, defense, defense. And once again, it's the Micah Parsons show like it has been all season. Hey, everybody else contributed. Let's not forget DeMarcus Lawrence, man. That touchdown, strip sack, touchdown, he took it all the way. He got hurt there, I think, before the half. Maybe it was in the third quarter, but let's hope he's okay because we're going to need him next week. Because now we can look forward to talking about the Eagles next week. But this game, the defense came to play. They held them to one touchdown again. Again, nobody does that in this day and age, but they keep doing it. Trayvon Diggs, good game. I know he got burnt. He lost Cooper Kupp on that screen pass and that other long pass. But he was there. Just didn't quite get there. But for a guy that always saying doesn't like to tackle, made a lot of damn tackles today. A lot of solo tackles. Armstrong got a sack. We just go on and on, man. We had the turnovers. I said they were coming. Now they're coming. They're coming in bunches. Got a fumble recovery. A interception there at the end to seal the game. Pressures, sacks, they were all over Matthew Stafford. The defense is our MVP. They carried this team. You know, I was thinking they would have to score more than, I was thinking they'd probably have to get in the high 20s to win this game. I was wrong. They only scored 10 points. We started out hot. And I was getting nervous there at the beginning when Lawrence had that touchdown and we didn't convert on the extra point. I was thinking there's one point that could come back and haunt us. You know how we are as Cowboy fans. We're snake bitten, man. We're always, waiting for the bad shit to happen. Didn't happen today. It did not happen today. Our defense carried the day again. I can't say enough good things about these guys. I'm so excited. I know I'm forgetting a bunch of things, but Parsons, man, the dude was injured. He fought through it. He just blew this team up. He blew up the Rams. When it needed to be done, he did it. And as usual, he was opening things up for everybody else. Just incredible. God, he had his Emmitt Smith type game. Remember when he played the Giants with that messed up shoulder? That was Parsons today. Wow. And I don't like to get too far ahead of myself with a lot of these young players. Like, let's wait and see. But, man, this guy, he's kind of breaking the rules, and I'm a believer. I've been a believer since last season, but, man, he is incredible. I love Diggs, just his whole defense. You can't say enough good things about him. But, yeah, they won us this game today, for sure. But they got some help from the offense, special teams. They did their part, too. Now, the special teams as a whole, they played good, but they had some struggles. The missed extra point, when the Rams converted that fake punt, and there was another bad punt on our guy, which is rare to see, but he actually did it last week, so that's kind of surprising. But the guy Maher made his field goals. He was clutch, man, and they're not even close. I'm not bracing for a heart attack. They're going right through the middle. So, all in all, it was a good game. I know the extra point has a lot to do with the new deep snapper. Man, he's nervous. I understand. So, they're going to be much better. And one thing I wanted them to improve on was field position. And for the most part, they did. So, that was a win. We keep getting better. We keep progressing. And I hate to say this because it's not Jason Garrett, but we're progressing in all three phases of the game. Damn it, I hate saying that. But it's true. And how about our running game? That came back to life today. Pollard, man, he's more than just a home run hitter. He was getting some dirty yards in there too. He was running up the middle. Elliott had a solid game. Really good game. I'm happy for him. We gotta have going forward, we gotta just stick to that running game. Even when Dak comes back. It was really good today. It was really effective. It opened up a lot of things. Gallup had that amazing catch, but he did have that drop too. But he's still getting, it's only his second game back. Lamb had another big drop. I didn't like to see that. He's got to make those catches, man, if he's really our number one. But I think he'll be all right. He was covered by one of the best cornerbacks in the league today. So Ramsey did a good job on him. So going forward, once again, like I said, he's going to progress and get better too. Rush, I know he only had 100 and something yards passing, but he makes the passes that need to be made. He makes those plays that need to be made. He didn't fumble. He didn't throw an interception. I thought he was going to fumble for sure when he got that one huge sack on him. I think it was Ramsey actually that sacked him. He had Aaron Donald in his face quite a bit, and that's a daunting task, isn't it? Smith, our rookie, you know what he can take from this game and say, this is as hard as it's going to get. I'm not going to have to block a guy better than that the rest of the season. So going forward, can you imagine his confidence is going to be up here? But I am real happy with Cooper. You know, he is making those plays. That he's taking care of the ball. And he's actually here. Look, this is going to be our Cooper Rush mascot. It's actually an old George Jetson mask, but it's going to have to substitute for Rush. But it was all in all a good game. You know, as far as special teams go, I know I already talked about them, but they did have that blocked punt, and that was incredible. And our offense, from that point, the reason I brought that up is because I also want to talk about the offense right there. It was 1st and 10, of course, and Zeke ran up the middle 5 yards, and then the next 2 plays, empty backfield. I hate that crap. It sucks. It plays right into their hands. But I'm going to give them credit because it looks like they adjusted, and you didn't really see much of that again the rest of the game. So I'm happy about that. You know, I was ranting and raving about that at the moment. I hate empty backfield, especially on those short down situations. Let them think it could be a run because they could have got it, especially the way this running game is going. But they adjusted, and in years past, we've always bitched and complained, and rightfully so, that they don't make adjustments. Don't make halftime adjustments, in-game adjustments, nothing. This team is playing with what they have. They're using the players they have, and they're winning. I said they were going to lose. They won. I'm fine with that. I'm more than happy. I'd rather be wrong because I love the Cowboys, and I love to see them winning. It was a great game. It was a fun game. It kind of reminded me of an old Julio Cesar Chavez fight. They were just wearing him down. And there at the end, Stafford didn't want anymore. It looked like he was ready to throw in the towel. So it was incredible. We're going to talk a lot about the Eagles this week. That's going to be a big game. I don't know if Dak's going to be back or not. I don't think he should just yet. I think he ought to take another week off. Maybe come back after the bye because I just don't want him to get hurt again. But I think he's going to come back really strong. But I'm going to give it up for Rush. Man, I'm so happy for the guy. He's playing so good. But it was a great win. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. Watch the rest of the game, the Ravens and the Bengals game here. I'm just so happy to have this win. It's so refreshing because they're winning in a certain kind of way. It's different than before. They're being physical. And that's what I was concerned. Last week I said, can they be physical like the Niners were against the Rams? And they were. Dare I say, more physical. Our defense, not a joke. They're the real deal, Evander Holyfield. This is beyond expectations. I'm not gonna take them for granted. I'm gonna praise them all season, and you know our offense is gonna catch up because they're capable of it. But what they're doing now is working. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. Let's not reinvent the wheel here. Let's just keep going with the winning formula. All right, guys. Good night. Go Cowboys. Enjoy the victory. We'll talk about the Eagles later in the week.